standing in one little old spot. Well, around just a little bit, that's when you got something. Yeah, let's go. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Then shake it, baby, shake it. Oh, a whole lot of shaking going on.
When you think of the boogeyman, that can be a very scary thing. But the only thing scary about this boogeyman is the piano playing. Ladies and gentlemen, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Blaine McKenzie. How are you doing, Blaine?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks a lot, Len.
Can you talk a little bit about your new piano?
Oh, yes, I picked up a Yamaha 250. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but it's a heavy-duty, heavyweight electronic piano that I find I really need something with a lot of strength to it. I've already gone through 2 keyboards. I guess the lightweight ones just don't do it, so I got one that's all metal reinforced. Weighs about 90 pounds, and it really rocks, though. It's an awesome piece.
Blaine, can you do some name dropping on some of the famous Toronto clubs that you've played?
Well, let me think. I guess the Alma Combo is the one that most people know about. Played there a couple of times with some people, and was lucky enough to share the stage with Amy Sky and Alan Frew from Glass Tiger, Rich Dodson from a group called the Stampeders that some people might have remembered. I've also played in the Cadillac Lounge. We did a Jerry Lee night at that place, and that went over really well. Played in Graffitis and other places that a lot of people drop into. A few other pubs in the area that some people might have remembered, Stonecutters Lounge, which I think was made famous in a rock and roll song by it was Tom Cochrane, if I remember. I've also played with Ralph Cole from Lighthouse. We've jammed a few times. Shared a few licks with one of the judges of Canadian Idol, Zach Werner, who was an interesting guy. I knew him before he was doing that show. Is
that just a shtick, or is he that much of a prick?
Well,
I hate him.
he's an interesting guy. He's a very nice man. He was a guy who went through the rock and roll mill and got to the point where they told him basically, look, you're not going to be a big star. His shtick is now he's letting other people know if he thinks they will be a big star or if not, and he's just very blunt, and mind you, he's doing pretty well. He's pretty well known now compared to what he was when he was playing rock and roll, so you can't argue with success.
Can you tell me a little bit about Jetstream?
All right, Jetstream was a band that I put together with some the people that I play with. We got to the point where we're playing some private functions and corporate gigs and rib fests and so on. It's kind of an interesting band, a little bit of country swing, a little bit of boogie woogie. Talented people in it. Jose Archistan. We've got Doug Evans on drums. John Binion's my favorite guitar player. Our singer Elizabeth Martins, and she does some great country and swing and boogie woogie as well.
Blaine, can you tell me a little bit about the Flashback band?
Yes, Flashback is probably the band that most people might have seen me in. We've been playing for the last several years together, and we still occasionally regroup. Don Ryan, the drummer, began it back in the 70s. John Binions and Jim Arnold are also in it, and they go back to high school together. So this band is an old band, and when I joined them some time ago, I was actually started playing guitar, and John Binions brought his piano one day, and I started messing around with it. Said, "Oh, we got to put that in." Gave us a real sound that a lot of other bands just weren't covering. We did a lot of material that you can only do at piano.
Can you talk about your home studio and possibly the importance of the home studio to an independent musician nowadays?
I think they are the best device. It used to be that you would have to spend thousands of dollars for some of the mixing equipment and effects and track devices that you can record with now. Now for a few $100s you can have all that in your house, and I am taking advantage of that and am putting together my own material. I originally did it for the purpose of playing it for my band so we could perhaps do some of my original material, but I found that it's a really interesting way of getting feedback. You put together your own songs, which I know other people are doing the internet radio, and you can post them up for other people to listen to, other musicians, other people interested in your music, and they will tell you and send you messages how they like it. You can tell by what the plays are, which ones are the most popular. I think that it's a great way to get your word out without having to be, they say, you don't have to be a 21-year-old fashion model to be in music. You can put your music out and let it be the make the decision as to how you're received by the public.
Blaine, can you tell me some of your funny gig stories, both low points and high points?
One of the stories that I don't know anybody, even the professionals from the old band, who could beat this story, but one of our first gigs with the Flashback Band was to play at a nudist resort, naturist resort as they call it, but basically it's a resort of naked people. We had to entertain them and also be exposed to them. We did not play naked, although we were invited to, but I'm not plugging into equipment and then playing naked on a stage, thanks. And so we had the opportunity to try to remember everything we were playing while watching all these naked people jumping around and dancing up and down. And as much as you may think this might be really titillating, it's sort of like looking at a subway stop full of people naked. That's about the average naturist. So when they were dancing around, I don't know what was worse, the fast dancing or the slow dancing. But we did that for actually a few years, and it got us a lot of interesting comments. But it was fun. It was fun to do.
Now, many people think being a musician is rather glamorous, but it could be a hazard to one's health. Am I out of line there? Or
yeah,
with being rough?
We played a few rough places. We played this one place that is actually still going in Guelph, believe it or not. It's called the Diplomat Hotel is the name of it. They call it the Dip, the infamous Dip. And it's one of the places where they didn't put up chicken wire because somebody would probably steal it. But it's so rough in that place. We would rarely get out of there without seeing a fight happen sometime during the night. And I remember this one particular night where two girls got into it, and they literally went from one end of the bar room to the other. I had a tower speaker. In those days we were using tower speakers. I had a tower speaker in front of me, and I was hanging on to it to keep it from being tipped over, but also so that in case they threw a chair and I had something to protect myself. They went all the way through the bar room, onto the pool table, and right out the back door. It was the wildest thing I ever saw, but it always happened in those places. Something would happen during the night, and if you were playing, you just kept playing, and if you weren't playing, you just waited till it was over and let the bar people take care of it.
Blaine, what are your musical influences?
Well, if anybody's heard me, they know I sound somewhat like Jerry Lee Lewis, and he was a big influence on me. But there's other people too. Yes, one of my biggest influences was Jane Vasey, who's a piano player with the group Downchild Blues Band. She passed away in the early 80s of cancer, unfortunately, but I had a chance to meet her in the 70s, and she was a great player. She had a terrific technique. And she was a very nice lady and was very encouraging to me. And I actually got a chance to meet Donnie Walsh just a few months ago, and I told him that he was her husband, of course. And he was really, he seemed to be very touched by that. So she was a great influence, as well as Del Wood, another a female player who was in the Nashville scene. She was another terrific influence on all boogie-woogie piano players.
Do you consider yourself just a piano player?
Well, really, I play guitar and piano. I seem to be playing more piano now, but I also consider myself to be a guitar player, and there's some of the songs that I've posted where I'm only playing guitar and there is no piano in it, and it's a lot of fun to be able to switch from one to the other, although sometimes you're torn as to which one to play at what time.
Can you tell me about your instrument collection?
Well, I've got two keyboards right now. I have the Yamaha 250, the big monster, and then I have an old DX7, which goes back to the early 80s. A lot of keyboard players will remember those, the Yamaha's DX7. My guitars include a Blue Ridge guitar acoustic that I just purchased, and I love it. I also have a standard Telecaster, what they call a 50s Stratocaster, Fender Stratocaster, that's made in Japan, and has a beautiful top on it though, and a 1971 Les Paul, which is Les Paul Deluxe, which is probably my favorite guitar, and I call it Suzanne because of the person who provided it to me.
Tell me about your experience meeting Robert Gordon.
Robert Gordon, he was at the Cadillac Lounge playing, and I went to see him, and he did a good show. And then they said afterwards, oh, if you stay around, Robert's going to come down. So I thought, oh, okay. So I stuck around. He came down and with his band, and we were talking away, and he signed a CD for me, and he seemed a little. Didn't seem quite the same guy as when he was getting his big hits back in the old days, but I guess all those years on the road. They were telling me about how when he was playing with Danny Gatton used to have a...
Who committed suicide?
Yeah, that's right. But he was a great Telecaster player, but he had a suicide switch on his amplifier, and they said if he ever got to the point where he just didn't want to play anymore, or he decided he'd had enough, he could hit this switch on his guitar and it literally short-circuited out his amplifier and would blow half the stage out at the same time. So if he ever got into a mess where he thought maybe he was a little bit over his head, I don't know where, but I thought that was an interesting story.
What do you think of the internet radio?
I think it's great. I think it's for people who want to put their work up on the site, just for people to listen to, other musicians. I think it's great, and I think it's a terrific way to get your name out. People seem to be all worried about piracy and so on, but you know what? If you want to put a demonstrator song out, what better way to get a worldwide audience than to put it on the internet radio? So I'm all for it.
Well, that's a wrap. Thanks to Mr. Boogie Woogie himself, Blaine McKenzie. And Blaine, why don't you take it out for us?
Hey folks, Blaine McKenzie here playing some rockabilly boogie woogie keys for y'all on the Lynn Amsterdam show, heard worldwide. Rockabilly on.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, go! Well, the girls all get prettier at closing time, and they all begin to look like movie stars. Well, the girls all get prettier at closing time, when the change starts taking place, puts a glow on every face of the fallen angels of the backstreet bar. Well, if I could rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, looking for a 9, but 8 could slip right in. A few more drinks, I might slip to 5 or even 4. When the morning comes, I wake up with a number 1. Swear I'll never do it anymore. Well, the girls all get prettier at closing time. Well, they all begin to look like movie stars. Now the girls all get prettier at closing time, when the change starts taking place, puts a glow on every face of the fallen angels of the Backstreet Bar. I'm no Robert Redford, even overhaul. We all picture in our minds a girl that looks just right. Ain't it funny? Ain't it strange how a man's opinion change when he starts to face that lonely night? Well, the girls all get prettier at closing time. They all begin to look like movie stars. Well, the girls all get prettier at closing time. When the change starts taking place, puts a glow on every face of the fallen angels of the Backstreet Bar. I said of the fallen angels of the Backstreet Bar.